And that sets up the tone for our next discussion. Tennis gets our attention, but by the way, that was a Brisbane international. Nick Kyrgios turning up in style to beat Ukraine's Alexander Dolgopolov, and I have set a semi-final match against top seed and holder Grigor Dimitrov at the Brisbane International. That's for the top guys. Let's go to the grassroots now, junior tennis, and we're bringing it back home in Nigeria, where we're beginning to reap the dividends of giving attention to tennis at the grassroots level. Mohamed Ubali is the national junior tennis coach. He joins us now live on the program to tell us programs and activities for 2018 when talking about junior tennis in the country. Good evening, Coach. Welcome to Sports Tonight. Hello, Coach.
Hello.
Okay, good to have you on the show. 2018 is here. It's a new year, and we're looking at federations and how busy they can get. How busy will the country get? We're talking about junior tennis in 2018.
Yeah, this year, honestly, we're going to have a lot of national competitions as well as international competitions. Like right now, we're in camp in preparation for the African Junior Championship qualifier, which is coming up in Lomé, Togo, from the 7th to 17th. And the countries that will qualify, they're going to play, the 14th, they're going to play in South Africa in March, while the 16th, that country, they're qualified, they're going to play in Tunisia in March. Yes.
So what players are we taking to Togo, and how did you care to pick these players that will be representing the country?
Yeah, we have a lot of experienced and newcomers players that are going to represent the country. We have the likes of Orinlomo Quadri, who has been playing the age category for the past 3 years. She is the defending champion of West Africa, as well as ranked as high as 295 in the 18 and under world ranking. And then we also have Mary Love, who just came back from America. She's in the U.S. now, attending the IMG Academy, and she's here to also represent Nigeria in the African Junior Championship. Also, we have newcomers like E.A. Onoja, Rhea Holmes, and Oiza. I named them. So most of them, they are experienced because they are played in that competition, and then few of them are newcomers, but they are equal to the task.
What are our prospects in the 16 and under? Because you mentioned Orinlomo Quadri. I've been hearing about her for quite some time. National junior champions. When you look at that category, how much prospects do we have there?
Well, I think, God willing, I don't think we should have problem there in the girls 16 and then the boys 16, as well as the girls 14. You know, because Oyin is there in the 16. She's the defending champion. Mary Love, she's still playing in the 14. Yeah, last year she was runners-up to Oyi. So, by God's grace, I think she's going to win the 14 and under. So we have a very solid team, but last year it wasn't easy for us winning the championship because Cote d'Ivoire is there, Ghana is there. So I'm sure they're also preparing to win. So it's not going to be easy.
And let's talk about Mary Love Edwards. You just mentioned she's been at the IMG Academy. She also made it to the CBN Senior Championship. She made it to the final. How much progress has she made with her career?
Well, I think she's much more matured now, being in the IMG in US, and during the practice session, she has proved that she has learned a lot and more matured now. So I'm sure she's going to do much better than what she did last year.
So, Coach, before we let you go, you mentioned Cote d'Ivoire doing so well, Ghana doing so well. Yes, it's at the junior level. But what are these other West African countries doing that Nigeria can emulate?
Well, they're having a good program also. Like we're having the School Tennis Initiative grassroots program. And like in Cote d'Ivoire, they have a lot of academies there now. So you can see their players, they're having a lot of sponsors, you know, coming their way. You know, so if only they continue like that, I tell you, they will be one of the strongest in West Africa and also in Africa. So it's not going to be easy for us, I know, but God's willing, we're going to carry the day.
Coach, why is the disconnect? Because we like the fact that we're talking about these junior players. When they become senior players now, we start looking for them. Where is the disconnect between doing well as a junior player and establishing yourself as a senior player?
Well, you know, even in the ITF, they concentrate at the junior level, you know, because it's like a pyramid. You get a lot of them. That is why we're having this school tennis initiative run by the ITF in conjunction with the Nigerian Tennis Federation. So that is why also in Nigeria now we have a lot of juniors. But when you grow, you are getting to 18, you should be president. I mean, you should be professional, you know, being independent of your own. But then you need a lot of sponsors, you know, because it's not easy playing tennis, the traveling, the hotels, finishing this week, next week you are playing another country. So that is where our problem comes, sponsorship. But I think the federation now, that is what the president is trying to do, you know, getting a lot of sponsors, you know, meeting them. And like he said, we're going to have a lot of junior tournaments as well as the senior tournaments. So if only we have that, I tell you, we're going to have a lot of players playing in the Grand Slam tournament.
I must say thank you so much, Coach Mohamed Ubali, for taking our time to talk to us. All the best as you begin the African Championships qualifiers with our junior tennis players. Thank you so much. So there you have it. Tennis already busy. We told you it's going to be a busy 2018.